Why, when we look closely, do we find distinct echoes of Indian culture embedded in the heart of Southeast Asia? This question might stir the curiosity of many, and it's one we're exploring today. Our journey begins in the 3rd century BCE. This period marked the birth of Indian influence in Southeast Asia, particularly through trade and the spread of religion. Indian traders arrived on the shores of Southeast Asia, not just carrying goods, but also their cultural, religious, and political ideologies. The exchange was not one-sided, though. Southeast Asians traveled to India, learning and later disseminating Indian philosophies and practices back home. Fast forward to the 4th to 7th centuries CE. This period saw the rise of Indianized kingdoms in Southeast Asia. The Funan Kingdom in present-day Cambodia and the Tarumanagara Kingdom in today's Indonesia are prime examples. These were not colonies of India, but rather sovereign states that embraced and adapted Indian culture, religion, and administrative techniques. From the 7th to the 14th century, the Srivijaya Empire and the Majapahit Empire, both maritime powers based in Indonesia, exemplified Indian influence. They adopted Sanskrit as a language of the elite and incorporated Hindu and Buddhist elements into their statecraft and society. The influence wasn't confined to political realms. The Ramayana and Mahabharata, epic Indian texts, found their way into Southeast Asian literature, arts, and performances. From the Wayang Shadow Puppet Theatre of Indonesia to the Ramakien in Thailand, these narratives have been reimagined in numerous local contexts. In more recent history, during the British colonial period, Indian laborers were brought to Southeast Asia. They too left an enduring legacy, particularly in terms of cuisine. Roti canai in Malaysia or the Indian-influenced dishes in Singapore are testament to this enduring culinary exchange. To summarize, the Indian influence in Southeast Asia has been profound and multifaceted. It began as early as the 3rd century BCE with trade and the spread of religion. The influence deepened with the rise of Indianized kingdoms from the 4th to the 7th century, and later with maritime empires like Srivijaya and Majapahit. The impact of Indian epics on Southeast Asian arts and performances is another significant facet. Lastly, the culinary influences brought by Indian laborers during the British colonial period continue to be cherished. So, the next time you savor a steaming plate of roti canai or watch a captivating wayang performance, remember the centuries-old ties that bind India and Southeast Asia. These are not just influences, but exchanges that have shaped and enriched the cultures of this region. The echoes of India in Southeast Asia are a testament to a shared history and a continued mutual respect